Let me do my thing. Let me do my thing. Yeah.
What's up, everybody? It is your boy DC coming to you from the Grind House. Welcome in, Hater Nation. What we're gonna be doing today, it is a mini scheme Monday, and we have a mini scheme for you guys. Like I said, if you guys don't know, I am really tired of everybody running the same exact plays, and I'm out here to show you that you don't have to. A good scheme, and I wanted to kind of talk about this, what a good scheme actually entails, especially with a mini scheme. You want to make sure that you can attack the outside, attack the inside, and run pretty decent. So the playbook we're running out of, if you read it in the description, it is the San Francisco 49ers playbook, and we're going to be running this out of the gun stacked Y flex. Something that I actually wanted to get into for quite some time that I never got into. I actually had the opportunity, and I really like this one really well. I'm actually going to put this in my own scheme, running this in my CFM and running this with my headhunters. But let's go ahead and get into it. This is a basic cover 2 killer. For some reason, actually I know the reason, but it actually gets open on cover 2 on the outsides, and it has some pretty decent inside plays. So the first play we're going to look at is what everybody likes, is the corner strike, but this year it hasn't been that potent this year, so a lot of people haven't been running it. But out of this gun stack Y flex, it runs pretty well. So when you run in this, you want to make sure that you are all the way to the right or to the left. Here is all the way to the left, in order for that C route to get wide open. Now, in order for this to actually work, especially on cover 2, you're gonna have to be comfortable with getting out of the pocket. So in order to get out of the pocket, especially on a nickel when they are spread a lot wider than your offensive line, you want to make sure that you bring up your pass protection and slide it to the right. That is the left bumper or the left button, L1 on PlayStation, left bumper on Xbox. Make sure you slide to the way that you're trying to roll out of the pocket. And how to properly roll out of the pocket, and we're going to show you here as well, because I want you to be able to run this scheme, is what you want to wait for is the engagement, tap the trigger, and then when you get outside, you can throw a nice little dot to the outside. Very easy. This is cover 2, but what happens is, and we'll go into the replay because I'm not going to beat the dead horse when trying to complete it. What you want to understand is this cornerback is in a cloud flat, but what happens when he comes and runs that C route, he actually brings it so far outside that the cloud flat actually sits down and plays the underneath guy, leaving over the top wide open. Okay, now you can throw this from the pocket, but it is a little bit more difficult. I would still slide to the right, wait for the engagement, wait for your player, and as you can see, it's a little bit harder to get this off when running in the pocket. You're just not going to get the time on all Madden. This is why I'm telling you that it's better for you to roll out. If I can get the time here, and he just throws a bad pass. If he threw a good pass, he would be open from the pocket, but I would recommend just rolling out. Let's see if I can block him. See if I can get a little extra time here. And you can get this from the pocket. It's a little bit more traffic when you're dealing with the pocket. This is why I say make sure that you slide to the right, wait for the engage, tap the trigger, wait for him to get to the outside. Nice little dot up the field. All right, so that's the first play. So I normally go over the plays, and I did not do that this time. We're gonna go over here the plays that we're gonna run. It doesn't have a lot of great running plays. The inside zone is pretty decent. The HB quick base is okay, and the PA jailbreak screen is pretty solid. I would not run the halfback slip screen. It just doesn't set up well. So the second play, like I said, we had the corner strike. Really like that. Make sure you're running it all the way to the left. If you flip it all the way to the right. The next play is the Z spot, and we're gonna flip the Z spot, and we're gonna look at cover 2. Like I said, specifically we're talking about the flats here, and as you can see in this cover 2, what happens is the guy is going to play down. He's not going to play to the further out route that Taylor is running. the wide receiver. So we wait for the engagement, we roll out of the pocket, and we hit Y. Nice little pass play on the outside. Like I say, you want to run this all the way to the right because you want that guy to bite down. If you run it on the opposite side, what then happens is the cornerback actually will play the higher guy. Wait for the engagement. He's going to get out. Like I said, if they're running with the nickel, this is why I like to run against the nickel. They're going to get outside pressure, and it kind of sucks. But you can just pay attention, roll out the pocket. And as you can see, we'll look at the instant replay. I didn't get it off. This is on All Madden. This is 91 zones. If y'all know about me, I play All Madden. I practice on All Madden and 91 zones. But I want you to just pay attention to the cornerback and the way he plays it when it's all the way to the right. So he plays it deep, he plays it deep, he plays it deep, and then he will come up and play until he can get a decent read. The more time that you have, you can actually get this off, but I would just tell you to make it easier on yourself. Make sure that you're running it to the opposite side, especially if you're running it with this play here. Now I can flip it. Same similar situation because you have this swing route. You have the swing route and Brent Selleck running that hook post route on the outside. It's gonna actually do the same exact thing on this side, so you can run both sides of the play. I'm not gonna be able to get out of the pocket. That kind of sucks. Getting out of the pocket is a little bit tough on All Madden, especially like you see that guy is so far wide on the outside. Wait for his engagement, and that actually wasn't Brent Selleck's route. We'll run that really quickly with Brent Selleck.
DC Productions on the track.
We'll run it with Brent Selleck here on the side without it flipped because you can run the Z spot on both sides, and we'll be looking at cover 2. This will work on cover 3 cloud flat. This guy gets way outside, and as you can see, you can get that for a nice little dot on the top as well. A little bit harder to get that off, but if you want to keep mixing it up on your opponent, he's not going to know which way they're running the routes. They're expecting the guy to look different or different position. You can run it from this side, but like I said, he gets a good push. He's going to bite down, and you have a potential of getting that one off. That one's not as good as the other side, obviously, but you can get both sides off. All right, so the next play here, stack Y flex, is the PA read. This is going to be able to attack the middle. Okay, I don't know if I went over the play. So it's the PA read is one of them. The Z spot, the corner strike, and then the Salem pivot, and the last one is the fade out. Okay, so we're gonna look at the PA read here, and we're gonna go against cover 2 again, and I'm gonna show you how you can attack the middle on cover 2. Here, all you're gonna send X on a slant. Here, that's going to give the ability for Y to get wide open in the center of the field. Okay. Now, the reason I'm slanting X is because if the user tries to play the underneath, I can throw to the underneath. Oh my God. He just hit the guy's head. That happens. That's my fault. So you can play the underneath. He just is throwing a great pass, by the way. You can play the underneath route. It will be open if the guy thinks that he's a user guy. You can hit your guy on the underneath. Very short pass play. He can trail both though. You want to pay attention that the guy can trail both routes. If he is in a cover 2 as well, if y'all didn't watch some of my previous videos or the cover 2 videos, this zig and comeback route will absolutely get open as well. As you can see, my man is wide open on the underneath. All right, so that's another play to run. This also will beat cover 3, especially if they have the cover 3 cloud flats out there as well. Okay, so we're gonna run into the next play. Done. Y flex. And the next play is the Salem pivot. This can beat cover 2 and cover 3 as well, but we're gonna run it against cover 2 because everybody likes to run against the cover 2. Selleck is gonna get open once again in this. You just got to give him the time to get there. He just throws a great pass I love when he throws an amazing pass. Here, let's try and get out the pocket a little bit. And he comes up and picks it. With this one, this is a little bit tougher, but you kind of want to throw a low pass. So when he comes to the outside, you can throw the low and catch that as well to the outside. All right. The speed pivot route or the speed dagger route over the top has a good potential of getting open as well, especially if you have a pretty good receiver. Can't throw the ball. I'm rocking with Jimmy Garoppolo. He is not throwing great passes right there. Even with the mid-read, the reason is because the mid-read is actually taking his attention somewhere else. If he is using it, I would not recommend throwing this. Now, you can flip this play, and it is going to do the same thing on the outside. That is going to get the outside open on cover 2 as well. You're going to watch him. Pay attention here. And you can get that guy open. Okay, so you had that potential on the outsides. The C routes work really, really well. Here with this Salem pivot, you can make a couple of different adjustments. You can send A on a comeback route. And what will happen, like I said, he will pause the guy and leave him wide open a little bit more. So that is the next adjustment that I would do, is send A on a comeback. It's going to leave that pivot wide open. You also have the underneath to be able to attack the inside if you get enough time in the pocket, which I do not. Like I said, all Madden is so hellacious with not giving time in the pocket. But the Y route will work as well over the center of the field, over the middle, right, or the left middle. So that's going to be pretty much it for that play right there. And we're going to move on. Of course, my wife is texting me in the middle of the video. She has a sixth sense. Oh, my husband's making a video, so let's go ahead and text him. Let's go ahead and do what we need to do. All right, so we did the Z spot, we did the corner strike, we did the Salem pivot. The last one is the fade out. I like this fade out because it's going to have the ability to attack the inside and the outside as well again. But we're going to flip the play. And if you did not know, this wheel route will take the cloud flat as well. And it will leave Goodwin on a low point pass and able to get to the outside. We're just going to low point it to him. It was a bad pass by me. That was my fault. All right, we're going to roll out the pocket. As you can see, he's coming to the wide side. We're going to roll out this pocket. We're just going to throw the ball as a low point, and you can catch that. That's a really easy low point pass to do. We'll run that one more time. We'll roll out the pocket. Garoppolo is not rolling out the pocket. He's not rolling out the pocket properly. There are other routes open, but we're just going to try and get this low point off. And, of course, I'm not going to be able to get it off. Let's go ahead and move this to the center. And we are going to flip it. We're going to flip this. We're going to move it to the center. What happens is that wheel route comes to the outside. And you can throw that low point. You can throw that from the pocket as well. So you got a lot of different options with this. Coming from the center. Coming from the pocket. Low point the pass. He didn't catch it. This guy's getting off really, really nice. We're trying to slide protect, but in that nickel, especially with all Madden, it's really tough. It looked like it's better from the other side. There goes my wife texting me once again. I did not respond yet, so she's like, "Oh, what's going on?" As you come to the other side, you can throw that low point as well. Now, what's the beauty of this is because the way the route is set up, it actually, because he goes out then in, it pulls that vertical hook out. So I can run something like this, wait till the B guy gets there, and obviously he cannot get there fast enough. Put him on a drag. See if I can get him there a little bit faster. And I can put a nice little drag as a check down right there if the guy plays it a certain way. Like I said, nice little low point It's very easy. If you don't know how to do the low point, it is the left bumper and down on the analog stick. I don't know. Yeah. See if I can get that in the camera. There we go. So it's going to be the left bumper and down on the analog stick is how you throw a low point pass. So you're going to be able to get the low point. Like I said, it's a little bit harder because I can't get out the pocket properly. And you can get those easy to the outside. So this set is really good for attacking the outside, but I can also attack the inside as well, especially on the cover 2, especially if I have like a John Ross, which I do have a John Ross here. He's going to be able to get a little bit of speed. He's getting pushed. With John Ross speed, he would be able to get there. This guy is not as fast. It's not Marquise Goodwin, is it? Marquise Goodwin's the faster receiver here. But of course, like I said, this is all Madden. My guy didn't even look like he wanted to catch it. I know it was the wrong receiver, but he looked at it like, that ain't me. That ain't me, coach. Right there. And that, like I said, it also, those post routes are good at getting over the mid-read, simply because of the way the play is set up. Sometimes the mid-read will take it, but most of the time the mid-read will not. And it'll get right over the head of the mid-read with the tight end. So, like I said, this is a nice little scheme that you guys can run out there. Very easy to run. And we'll look really quickly at the run plays. I think I went over them, but we'll talk about them here. You want to utilize these run plays. Like, let's say, for instance, like I said, the corner strike here. And you want to get the ball to the right hash of the field. You can use this play simply to just get yourself to the right side of the field. That way, it'll push you to the right side, and then you can, or the left side, I'm sorry. You can get yourself to the left side, then throw it to the right side, start flipping the plate, and do a lot of different things with this. So that's going to be pretty much it, man. Make sure you check out the draft to see the players that I actually picked up. Really nice team. Obviously, everything is updated, but I do have a pretty solid team with John Ross and Evan Ingram. Really excited to play with these guys and see. I'm really excited to play with this set. So make sure you check out the draft. And today is Monday. Probably Wednesday, I will be dropping the first video, game 1 and game 2. Then Thursday will be game 3 and game 4. So make sure you check those out. If you want to learn more about the scheme, I will be working a little bit more with the scheme, because I'm actually putting in my actual scheme that I run, because I like it really well to attack the outsides. I'm not going to use it to attack the insides as much, but I'm going to be really working with this. So if you got any questions, make sure you hit me up in the comment section. Make sure you like and subscribe. This is your boy DC. Thank you for watching. Always remember, embrace the hate. And I hate all of y'all from the bottom of my heart.